Namo Doi Savariyantanam, Namo Doi Savaridanam, Namo Doi Savayiriyam, Namo Doi Savujayam, Namo Doi Savatrikalavati Savanam, Omkaramindhu Sanyutantyam Jayanti Yogina, Kamadam Okshadam Che Omkaraya Namo Manganam Bhagavanayo Manganam Rukamavi, Manganam Kunkundari Ujendram Ursumanganam Namasanari Svanubhutya Chakasti Chik Svahai Bhavaya Vivaha Nirusnidata.
Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Arantanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Siddhanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Aryanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Ujjayanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Savanam. Eso Panchanamukaro Savva Pavapanasano Manglalancha Savvesing Paramam Hoy Manglam. Omkaram Bindu Sanyaktam Nityan Dhayanti Yoginam. Kamadam Mokshadam Cheva Omkaraya Namo Namah. Nama Samay Saraya Swanubhutya Chakasate Chitsabhavaya Bhavaya Sarva Bhavantarachide Agnana Timira Andanam Gnana Anjana Salakaya Chaksuram Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Tirthankaro Jagatana Jayavanta Varto Omkaranada Jinano Jayavanta Varto Jinana Samo Sarana Sau Jayavanta Varto Netirthachara Jagama Jayavanta Varto Namo Tirthanayakane Namo Omkaranadane Omkara Sankarutene Namo Te Sri Kunda Kundane Aho Upakara Jinavarano Kundano Dvani Devyano Jina Kunda Dvani Abhya Aho Te Bukananu Aho Te Bhagavati Matano Dhruva Atalane Anupama Gati Pamela Sarave Siddhane Vandi Kahu Chuta Kevali Bhasita Asamaya Prabhrata Hari Om Eka Suddha Sada Arupi Gnana Darasanamaya Kare Kai Annite Maru Jari Paramanu Matra Nati Hari Jamanetrate Majgnana Nati Karaka Nati Vedak Hari Jani Jakara Modaya Nirajara Bandate Majamokshane Om Namah Siddhebhyo Om Namah Siddhebhyo Om Sri Siddhatmane Namaha. Jai Janendra. So let me share the screen and start with the PowerPoint slides. Okay, so we are going to start with the Jain Siddhant praveshika, and I don't think that this question is there about the universe there. It starts with it's a substances only. So very first thing that one has to know as a basis for Jainism is what is this Jain universe made up of? What is the definition of Jain universe? How the universe is made up of? What are its component elements and everything? So let's try to see that thing and try to get some insight onto it. And if we have basically correct understanding of this Jain universe alone, Vishwasuche, what is Jain universe? If one understands it properly, Acharya Bhagavan says one can go up to a Samyak Darshan and Moksha also. Simple thing, one basic question, the very first question, yes. And how that we'll be seeing those things as the slides progress. So, Jain universe, as you are aware of it, that basically it is a shape of a person standing with the hands on his loin and with the feet apart. This is kind of a depiction in one of the older scripture in which the Jain universe, how that is made, that they are showing. That lower part is hell, center part is the middle world. This lower world, which is a hell, middle world where humans are living, and upper world where heavenly Adobe is there, and ultimately at the top of the head will be Adobe of Siddha, where Siddha Bhagwan lives. So this is kind of a schematic presentation. So let's see. So what is known as universe? This is what the picture that we are seeing is known as universe. And actually, it's a collection of 6 universal substances is known as universe. Universe is there. It's full of. It's really, really full. It is full of what? Full of 6 universal substances. What are those substances that we'll be seeing? Number one, first thing, this Jain universe, actually the shape is like this. This is the lower world, which is the heaven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hells are there. Middle world, that's where humans and everybody lives. And there are 16 heaven, and that's called heavenly Adobe. And then at the top of the universe will be Siddha, Adobe of Siddha, where Siddha Bhagwan resides. So this is called Jain universe, cosmic space. What is this known as? Different names are given for this universe. It's been called cosmos, it's called world, it's called sansar, it's called Brahman, it's called dunya. Different names are given, but they all mean the same thing, that this is a whole universe, which is a cosmic space. That's why it's called cosmos, cosmic space. If you look at it, how many substances are residing in the universe? There are 6 substances are residing. One is a soul, second one is a matter, third is a medium of motion, and for to save the space, we'll be using word MOM on the slide, but that's a medium of motion. The next one is medium of rest, MOR, medium of rest. That's a MOR when we are using on the slide, it's a medium of rest. When we use word MOM on the slide, it's going to be medium of motion. Then there is space, and then there is time. So these 6 universal substances reside in the universe, and nothing else is there besides these 6 substances. It's amazing. There are no 7 substances, no 5 substances. There are only 6 substances. And how come we know that there are 6 substances and not 7 or not 5 or not more? The types are 6. Now, each one could be a lot more, but that will be talking later. But the types are the 6 types of substances are there. How do we know it? Omniscient Lord, in his omniscience, he has witnessed these 6 universal substances. And so when he gives discourses in the form of Omkar Dvani, in the form of Om, divine sound, then the description of the 6 universal substances comes out. And that's why we as a mundane soul know that one. So what's the basis for this one? Omniscience knowledge, omniscient Lord. So that's why we know it. Now, in this universe, we have cosmic space, which is the whole thing, this whole cube, this whole thing that we are seeing, it is called cosmic space. There is also a transcosmic space, means beyond the cosmos, beyond the limitation cosmic area, the rest of the area that we have It's called trans-cosmic space, Alokakash. So cosmic space is kind of minuscule part, and the rest of the thing is whole trans-cosmic space. Huge amount, huge amount. So that's why we are dividing universe into two numbers. One is cosmic space, one is called trans-cosmic space. Cosmic space is the area, this is the area of the cosmos that all the 6 universal substances reside. Beyond this area of the cosmic space, there is nothing but the space only. Only space substance is present. Space substance is present here too. But there is also space beyond, and that's called trans-cosmic space. So this way we divide universe into 2 parts basically, cosmic and trans-cosmic space. Now, so this is a cosmic space, and beyond is a trans-cosmic space or Alokakash, and we have the 6 substances residing. How are they residing? Well, soul is there, matter is there, medium of motion is there, medium of rest is there, space and time, 6 elements are living in this cosmos, and so the soul lives in this cosmic space. The matter lives also in the cosmic space. Medium of motion also occupies cosmic space, and so is medium of rest. And time also represented in the cosmic space only. And the space, as we said, it just remains in the cosmic as well as trans-cosmic space. Space remains as cosmic space, and space is also in the trans-cosmic space. So that gives some clarification to us. What's a cosmos? What's a lokakash? What's a alokakash? What's a cosmic space? What's a trans-cosmic space? So it just gives us kind of idea that what we are dealing with, you know. As we go through it, we'll be going, when we just finish this class on universe, then we go through soul, then we go through matter, and all those things individually will be going through it. Right now, we are talking as a whole present in the universe. So that is the way universe is made up of. This is what Jain believes. Now, if we just look at it, the types of substance, numbers, where do they reside, and area occupied by the substance. So basically, if you see that number 1 is a soul, how many souls are there? The infinite number of souls are there. We'll come to the definition of infinite next slide. But infinite, remember that right now, infinite number of souls. Where do they reside? They reside in the cosmic space, as we saw in the previous slide. And how much area a given soul occupies? A given soul occupies innumerable space points. We'll define those numbers, the innumerable, infinite, numerable number, everything in the next slide. But this is just right now. Let's get some idea. So soul is a substance that infinite in number, remaining in the cosmic space, and each soul occupies innumerable space point. Asankhya pradeso, innumerable space point it occupies, each soul. Now, you may just question this one, that innumerable space point occupied by a given soul. If this is a bacteria, then those innumerable space points are under compression way. And if it is an elephant, a soul residing in the elephant, then all the innumerable space points have expanded. So this space, the soul has a capacity to expand and contract its own innumerable space point. And that's why it could be in the bacteria or it could be in the elephant, or it could be anything. So that way it just gives us some idea there. Now comes the matter. Matter are infinitely infinite. Infinitely infinite number. So remember, if one soul is there, then infinite matter particles are there. If infinite souls are there, then infinite times infinite matter particles are present. That means it's a huge, huge number, okay? Now, where do they reside, matter particle? Again, in the cosmic space that we saw in the last slide. And each matter particle, each atomic matter particle, how much space it occupies? It can occupy one space, or it can occupy innumerable space, or it can occupy infinite space point. How come? Why this matter particle is doing all this crazy thing? Because if we take, let's say, this box, we take this box, cut into two, and into two, and into two, and keep on doing, till physically, not physically, I mean, it's humanly impossible for us, but we come to a point in which no two parts can be made from this box. Then it's called one space point. Of course, this space point is so small that humans cannot see it. Enlightened souls will not be able to see it. Only omniscient Lord will be able to see. It is that smaller of a particle. And matter particle has a property of color, touch, taste, smell, all those properties are there. So because this matter particle is a touch sensation, and the touch sensation could be a sticky sensation, that means one particle joins with the other particle, joins there, just like a glue. And that way it can become a big glob of matter particle. Infinite amount of this matter atomic particles, then it will become one Karman particle. When we say karma, I have a knowledge obscuring karma, I have a deleting karma, I had obstructing karma. All this karma that we talk about, karma particle, each particle is made up of infinite atomic particle of the matter. And that karma particle also I'm not able to see. Humanly, no human can see. Enlightened soul cannot see. Only omniscient Lord can see it. And so when he has seen, he has described that one in his divine Omkar sound. And that's why we know this sense, this information. My body is made up of infinite particles, and that's why it became one big body. So those are the things, is a matter particle, we know it. Now we come to the next one, which is medium of motion. Medium of motion is one in number. It's one in number. Remember, souls were infinite, matter particle infinitely infinite. This is only one. But, and where does it reside? It resides in cosmic space. And what's its size? Innumerable space. Now, whole cosmos, whole cosmic space has innumerable space point. Asankhya Pradesh. Medium of motion is one residing in cosmic space, and it hogs each and every area of the cosmic space. And so cosmic space has innumerable space point. So medium of motion has an innumerable space point. Now remember, this innumerable space point, we don't want to get confused. Innumerable space point, think about it. at a night, when it's a dark night, there are no lights, and I see in the sky, I can see stars, I can see, if moon is there, I can see moon. If moon is not there, but I can see the Milky Way. Milky Way are also part of the cosmic space. This is what we are looking at the top. At the same time, when you look into the hell, first hell, second hell, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, their absolute dimensions are given in the literature about those things. And so, considering all those things, starting from Adobe of Siddha to 16 heavens, to the middle world, to the lower world, everything combined together, they are occupying innumerable space point. So now you can understand innumerable means what? Huge, huge number. Okay. Now we do the same thing for the medium of rays. Exact same thing happens in medium of rays. It's one in number, it resides in cosmic space, and it has innumerable space point. That means medium of rays also hugs each and every area of the cosmos, and it is represented in each and every area of the cosmos. So medium of motion, medium of rays being one alone, but their shape is same as a cosmic space, and their innumerable space point is same as a cosmic space is innumerable space point. So medium of motion, medium of rays. Now we are coming to the space. Space means Akash. What is Akash? Akash is also one in number. But where does it reside? It resides, as we saw in the last slide, it resides in a cosmic space and trans-cosmic space also. In view of the trans-cosmic space is kind of a little small teeny tiny dot. And that teeny tiny dot means all the sun system that we have it, 9 planets we have it, and all the moons that we see. Then we see the Milky Ways, and Milky Way having infinite sun systems, and all those things are considered as a cosmic space, and that is very teeny tiny space practically considering to the trans-cosmic space. So trans-cosmic space is a huge empty space beyond the cosmic space. And so how much space point it occupies? Infinite. Remember, cosmic space occupies innumerable space point, and the cosmic and trans-cosmic space combined includes infinite space point. You know, we will be, if you don't remember those things, don't worry about it, because each time when we come to individual things, we are going to go in extreme detail for all these things. Right now, we are just getting overview of the universe. What is this universe? What are the substances? Each substance occupies how many space point and all kind of thing. Now we come to the time units. Time units are called Kal. Kal, what happens to Kal? They are innumerable in numbers. And where do they reside? In the cosmic space. Remember, we said that innumerable space points are there. In each space point, one time unit resides. One time, so if I said this is one space point, this is another space point, then one time unit is sitting over here stagnant, other time unit sitting over here is stagnant. So those are the time units are innumerable in numbers, and each one occupies one space point in the cosmic space, and the area occupied by time unit is a one space point. If this slide is too much detail, yes, but we'll be going through individually all those things. So if you just say, this is kind of, I won't be able to remember all the things, don't worry about it. these are the beginning thing. We want to make sure that we have some idea to start with, and then we'll be progressing to go in detail of all those things. Okay. Now, as we said, there is a innumerable space point and one space point and infinite space. What are those things called? What does it mean to me? So there are numerable numbers, means countable numbers. Innumerable means uncountable numbers, and infinite means infinite numbers. Now, again, just for gross understanding of ourselves, numerable numbers means 1, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 million. All those numbers that I can count, they are called countable numbers, numerable numbers. They are called sankhyat. Innumerable numbers, uncountable numbers means asankhyat, means I'm not able to count. And just rough understanding, just to have some idea about it. It says whenever you are saying innumerable numbers, means uncountable numbers, means 10 raised to 29 and beyond. This is very rough estimate the scripture gives us. It is not perfect, but just to have some idea in our mind. 10 raised to 3 is 1,000, 10 raised to 6 is million, 10 raised to 9 is billion, 10 raised to 12 is trillion. Now what? We have to go to 10 raised to 29 and beyond. So they are innumerable, uncountable numbers. And infinite means, if I start counting from now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it will take infinite time for me to complete, and it will not be completed till the infinite time passes by. So those are the things that literature says, scripture says. So we have some idea, and when we are going further, we'll be defining them again in some different forms and details and everything. The exact measurements of innumerable number, scripture gives that ideas to us. Now, I had to ask question to myself, do I want to really go in detail to know this, how they arrive at innumerable numbers and infinite numbers, what the scripture says about? Yes, scripture says about it. In the Dhaula Granth, all these detailed definitions are given. But for my purpose, rather at this point, is preliminary in nature, that as long as I know some idea about numerable, innumerable, infinite, my work will keep on going. My work will not stop. But if somebody is extremely interested, yes, there are scriptures, Dhaula Granth, the original scripture written by about 2,000 years back by Pushpadant and Bhutbali Muniraj, and those are the things, give all this definition in detail. In fact, I tried to go it, and sometimes I got so bogged down that I said I can't make it, so I had to come out of it, but it's there. Okay, having said that, now relations among all the universal substances. We said their universal substances are there. What is the relationship to each other? So let's check about it. Remember, what did we say? Universe is how much space point they have it? Innumerable space point. Means, just for the sake of understanding, 10 raised to 29 and beyond. But so that many innumerable space points are there in which all the galaxies are involved, all 7 hells are involved, all oceans and the planets and everything are involved over here, and they are called innumerable space point. And souls are infinite in numbers. This is innumerable space point, in this innumerable space point, infinite souls are living. So that means they are toppling over each other. So infinite number of souls in an innumerable space point means each space point can represent lots and lots and lots of soul substances. Okay, having said that, matter particle, we said they're infinite in number, and this space is very limited, innumerable space points only. So where can this infinite number reside? They can also, one space point can accommodate infinite amount of matter particles. It's very, very beyond the brain to understand those kind of things, but they are there. So matter particle can reside in one space point, innumerable or infinite matter particle can reside in one space point also. How can we explain these things in a simple example? Well, in this room there are 1, 2, 3, 4 lights are there. And all the 4 lights are occupying in one room, but they maintain their individuality. If I take one light out, then that much light disappeared from the room. If I put million lights over here, this space of the room will accommodate all those million light bulbs in this room. Light of the million bulbs will be accommodated. Similarly, infinite amount of matter particle can reside in one space point. It's possible for them to occupy. Then medium of motion is one, but it spreads through the whole cosmos. It's on top of it's there, in upper world it's there, middle world it's there, lower world it's there. So it is hugging each and every space point of the cosmos. So basically, medium of motion is present in a given space point of the universe because it is hugging the whole universe, being a one. It's just like a balloon. Balloon you've blown out, and so balloon is occupying the whole area. So think about the medium of motion being a one big balloon occupying the whole cosmos. So that means it will be occupied by each and every space point, innumerable space point of the universe. Okay? Same thing will happen with medium of rest. It's one, but spread throughout the whole cosmic space, and that's why it will hug each and every innumerable space point of the universe. Space is one in number, but it is spread through the cosmic space and all trans-cosmic space also. So, being one and also present in the cosmic space, that it will also touch each and every space point of the cosmos. Time, as we said, innumerable space point, and time units are innumerable, and they are occupying in one space point of the cosmic space. One space, one time unit. Second space, second time unit. So that way, cosmos is an innumerable space point, so time unit also has an innumerable space point. Don't consider the minutes, hour, days, weeks, months, years, sagropam. No, not that one. It's an absolute time unit. And when we come to time, we will be describing that a little bit more in detail. Right now, absolute time unit is a one unit occupying one space point only. Now that we see all these things, that souls are infinite in number and in innumerable space points. So in one space point, more than one soul resides. Matter particle infinitely infinite, and so they are infinite amount of matter particle resides in one space point. Medium of motion is touching each and every space point. So is medium of rest, and so is a space. And time itself is one cosmic space. So in cosmic space, one time unit is there. So if we look at it, that all the 6 universal substances, they are present in each and every space point of the universe. Each and every space.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is time like Pariyai?
No, this is absolute. This is a dravya.
Okay, I don't know the difference.
No. Dravya means the substance, and Paryay means the modification. So, time as an absolute form is a substance, and its modification will be second, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, whatever, you know. So, these are all 6 universal substances. Remember, we have used word substance, and substance are immutable. Substance are constant. Substance never change. Substance remains since time infinite till the time infinite future. It remains exact same way. Gold is a gold in the dust, in the mine, in the jeweler shop, in the ornament that we are wearing, or if we keep the pure gold in the locker in the bank, gold is a gold. Same thing, all these 6 substances, they remain constant. But when the modes that we talk, their modification that we talk about, let's take crude example. A child is born, and they said, oh, Prabhudas and Santaben has one kid got born. What's his name? Kirit. So newborn child is given name Kirit. 1 month old Kirit, 1 year old Kirit, 5-year-old Kirit, 15-year-old Kirit, young adult Kirit, adult guy Kirit. Now the older Kirit remains constant. The change occurred in the modification. Modification kept on changing, but the substance as a name remains constant. So that way, the child, the adult, or the older, the same thing, but that's called modification. That's called Paryay. But we are talking substance, dravya. They remain constant. So time as a unit, as a substance is constant. So is space, medium of motion, medium of rest, and our soul and matter. Everybody remains constant. It makes sense?
Yeah, so it's an attribute, or it's just
No,
it's not an attribute. It's a dravya, right? So that's why.
Remember, the gold is a gold wherever it is. So same thing. These are called dravya. They are constant in number, constant, and they are not changing. They don't have any movement.
So attributes and modes are describing substances.
Substance as a whole has an infinite attributes within.
That's what I needed to know.
And each and every attribute keeps on transforming also. And that's called transformation. That's called modification. That's called mode. That's called Paryay.
So time has attributes and modifications.
Yes.
That's what I needed to hear. The connection of the 3. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Now that you open that, that's okay. Because remember, these are the basic principles we are talking. And it should be clear in our mind what we are going through. Soul is there. Soul is constant. Number of souls that infinite, they are there from time infinite, and they'll remain same. Matter, medium of motion, medium of rest, space, and time, all those things are there as a substance. Each substance has an infinite amount of attributes. So
Okay.
time as a substance has an infinite attribute. Space has a substance has an infinite attribute. Soul as a substance has an infinite attribute. Now, if I keep on learning all these infinite attributes, I'll get lost. I give you this example we gave so many times. I give you 2 edible white powder. And I just said, Preeti, tell me what are these things. So what you did, you took the substance, one white substance, put it on your tongue, and you said, this is sugar. How did you tell you that? How do you tell me that this is sugar? Well, it's a sweet taste. Now, that sugar has infinite attributes, out of which you picked up one attribute as a taste. And from that, you made the total diagnosis of that substance as a sugar. Similarly, the soul has an infinite attribute. And you picked up one, and that's a knowledge. Knowing capacity, knowledge attribute. That's all you picked up. And from that, you say, this has to be soul only. So each one, as we are coming to those things individually, we'll be talking a lot more thing about each and every substance, how they are made up of, what are their attributes, what are the modifications, all those things. Right now, we are just saying all these substances, 6 substances, reside in the universe, and each and every substance occupy each and every space point of the universe. I'll give an example. I have my finger over here, right? Now, this finger just moving down, 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 and it stopped over here, right? Now, how do I make all the 6 universal substances in this movement of the finger? Number 1, if I put the needle over here, is it going to hurt me or not? Yes. That means who feels the pain? Soul is feeling the pain. So soul is present in this finger right now, right? Okay. Now, this finger is made up of what? Infinite matter particles. So matter particle is also represented in this finger. Okay. Now, I'm moving this finger down, and who is helping to move the fingers down? Medium of motion is helping. Now, this finger came here, it just stopped. Medium of rest helped this finger stop. Now, this finger, when it was upright, it was occupying so much space point, so much space. Now, when it's down, it is occupying different space. In this time, over here was a 1 time unit, 2nd time unit, 3rd time unit, 4th, means each and every movement has time unit present also. So simple movement of the finger represents all 6 universal substances. This is a gross example we are giving. Now, if we talk to the space point, which is the minutest things, then also all those 6 universal substances, they are present there. Now, remember, one sentence I used, and I know it's not a right sentence, but just for the sake of understanding, I used that sentence. So I need to clarify. Medium of motion helps my fingers to move. Medium of rest helps my fingers to stop. No, they are present as nimit. Action occurs because of soul and matter, and at the time, medium of motion, medium of rest, they are used as nimit or auxiliary cause. Right now, let's not go in detail and get confused, because we want to understand the basic principle, but at the same time, I don't want to convey something which is against the scripture. So that's what I have to clarify those things. For our discussion purpose right now, all the 6 substances are present in each and every space point of the cosmic space. That's all we should know right now. So having said that if we say that in each space point there are more than one soul substances has to occupy, so is matter has to occupy so many things. Medium of motion is represented in each and every space point. Medium of rest is represented in each and every space point. So is a space and time. So all the 6 substances are present in one given space at a given moment. Now, so as we said here, each space point has representation of all 6 universal substances. That makes clear, right? Now, this is such a small, teeny tiniest area of the universe, and all the 6 substances are present there. Then what is the relationship? The relationship is single quarter immersion relationship. It's a long word. We'll try to make it easier. It's called Ekshatra Vaga. Means all the 6 universal substances are present in one space point. All 6 people are staying together. So, for example, I have a house right now in which we 2 are living. In one house, 2 people are living. When my kids were growing and my mom was there, then we were 6 people together living in the house. And when we had the guests coming, we had 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 20 people also lived in this house. When Gurudev Rakesh Bhai comes, then we had about 30 people living in this house, 40 people living in this house. So they are occupying the whole house, but they do not lose their individuality. Say one space point, all 6 universal substances remaining together, but still they maintain their relationship, individuality. This room, if I put 1,000,000 light bulbs, those bulbs are going to give the light, and that light of the 1,000,000 bulbs will be occupied in the space point of this room. But each and every light will have its own independence and does not merge with the other one. Other day we had a beautiful rainbow in the sky. How many colors did I see in a rainbow? There's 7 colors. So if I put a prism over here and I put the white light from here on the other side of the prism, the 7 colors are seen. So all 7 colors are represented in the white color, but they maintain their individuality. So take home point over here is innumerable space point, infinite, infinitely infinite, 1, 1, 1, all those substances, they are represented in each and every space point, but they don't merge with each other. They occupy the same area. That's what it says. Single quarter immersion relationship means in a one simple space point, all 6 guys are staying, but they maintain their individuality. Means no substance ever merged or dependent on any other substance of the universe. This close relationship we have it with each other, all the 6 substances, not only today, since time infinite, this relationship is there. But still, soul remains as a soul, matter remains as matter, medium of motion, medium of rest, space and time remains the way they were before time infinite, and they will remain the same in the future in time infinite. So, in spite of living together, they don't just give up their property. Soul doesn't say, oh, matter, I'm staying with you for so long, let's merge together, let's get married. No, never happens. Staying together, but remaining separate. So, yes.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead, please.
It would seem like in some places, like in the solar system, between the sun and the earth, there's empty space.
Yeah.
So there, I can't imagine what is the living being in that empty space.
Yes, okay. Very, very, very valid question. That in that space, what is happening? Now, remember, matter particle, as we said, they are so minute. So the atomic matter particle is the last smallest part of a matter, and that cannot be seen by anybody except omniscient Lord. This matter atomic particle merge to each other, and infinite amount of matter atomic particle get together and become one karma particle. That also we cannot see that one. Even enlightened soul cannot see that one. Only omniscient soul, omniscient person can see that one. Siddha Bhagavan can see that one. So that means whole universe is full of matter particles. Just because we don't see doesn't mean they don't exist. They are super fine particles present there. In fact, Karman particles, they consist of infinite amount of matter atomic particles. They are full into the whole universe, completely full.
Kiritanka,
yeah.
I understand his question. Maybe let me try and rephrase it. The density of the substances I think it can change in different parts of the Lokakash.
No.
And you're saying no, it's equal distribution?
Because remember, see, look, these are innumerable, right? These are a space point of the universe is innumerable, and souls are infinite. How come this infinite guy fits into the innumerable space? They have to have one space has to represent lot more souls. Otherwise, you cannot have infinite number occupying innumerable space point. Now, the question from Chirag was that how come in that empty space we can have soul and matter? Remember, souls are invisible. Souls are not visible. In fact, soul, matter, medium of motion, medium of ray, space and time, 6 universal substances. Only one substance has a form. Only one substance can be seen. That's a matter particle. And that too, for me, it needs such a big, gross things like this phone that I can see it. I mean, if I take my glasses out, I can't, sometimes some of the words I can't read also. So even some gross things, I have a problem looking at it. You people are young. So if I give you a needle and I give you a thread, you can just pass the thread through the needle. Ask this kind of guys. Even with my glasses, I'll be fumbling to put the thread through the needle hole. So my visibility is very minimum, and matter particles are visible, but that too in the gross form they are visible. Souls are invisible in number, invisible in characteristics. Okay, experiment was done. During Second World War, lots of crazy experiments were done. And they said, okay, let's put this guy in the glass container, airtight glass container, see what happens. How does his soul moves away? soul is invisible. It passes through any kind of things just like that. So if I see the space and I don't see anything, because souls are not visible. Medium of motion is not visible. Medium of rest, space and time are not visible. They are not having form. They are formless. Only matter particle can be visible, and that too, gross form of matter particle will be visible for our naked eye. The minute form of matter particle like carbon particle or even lesser form of atom, it will not be visible. So in spite of, even though I see the empty space, empty lokakas, lots of space empty in this thing, in this lokakas, in this cosmic space, but still all 6 substances are presented there. This makes sense? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, so let's try to move a little bit next slide and see what it tries to say to us. So, what's the arrangements of universe as described by Omniscient Lord? Now that your answer to your question may come over here. How does Omniscient Lord has visualized the arrangements of the universe? So what it says, in the cosmic space, the souls are infinite, matter particles are infinitely infinite, medium motion, medium rest, and space each are 1 in number, and time means a kal are innumerable, just as the space points of the cosmic space that we saw in the previous slide. Okay, all right. Next one, every substance has infinite attributes. That was previous question. So each substance has infinite attributes. Third one, in each attribute, remember infinite attributes are there in each substance. In each attribute at a given moment has one mode, means change, means modification, getting disintegrated. One mode originates, and attribute remains constant. To understand this part, this bullet, third bullet, let's say I'm on the front of the ocean. I'm sitting on the beach, and I'm seeing waves after waves after waves after waves. They come and break, come and break, come and break. So one wave got broken, it got absorbed into the ocean. Then the next wave got generated, and it got disintegrated, went back into ocean. So these changes of waves coming and going, that remains forever. That means each attribute at a given moment will have changes occurring, means disintegration occurs, origination occurs, but behind that attribute remains constant. Attribute doesn't change. How many attributes are there in a substance? Infinite attribute. They remain constant in nature. And all those attributes combined together becomes one substance. So me as a soul has an infinite attribute. Soul substance is one. Infinite attributes are within, and each attribute has a moment, the modes coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. This is what Omniscient Lord has seen the universe to be. One more thing he says, this thing did occur before, are occurring now, and will continue occur in the future for time infinite to all the attributes of all the substances. Means, this mode that we talked, each mode, let's take that example, that the wave coming and breaking, in the ocean, it continues forever. Same way, within me, if I'm the soul substance, then the infinite attributes are there, and for those infinite attributes, each attribute continuously keeps on transforming, and that did occur before, is occurring now and will continue to occur in the future all the time for all the attributes of all the substance of the universe. Means it will occur in the matter also, it will occur in the soul also, medium of motion also, medium of rest, space and time. All the 6 substances, all these changes are occurring. And this is the nature of the universal substances. This is the way Omniscient Lord has seen the universe. This is the way Omniscient Lord has visualized the universe. So constantly changes are occurring, but behind that the attribute remains constant, and behind that attribute the soul substance, each substance remains constant. So me as a soul substance is forever same in the past, present, and future. Only thing, my modes keeps on changing. I was in the lowest form of life, Nigod, then become 1 sense life, then become 2 sense, 3 sense, 4 sense, and now I become 5 sense human being. From here, I may go to hell, I may go to heaven, I may go to subhuman state, or I may get a right faith, samyak darshan, and then I may start going to the on the path to the liberation. All those things, my soul substance is constant, 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 constant. So now, let's quick take I know time is up, but we'll take a quick example. This is the Siddha Bhagwan, for example. Siddha Bhagwan is a liberated soul. It has infinite attributes are there, and at a given time, each attribute, even of a Siddha Bhagwan, will have the mode which will be disintegrated, and another mode gets originated. Attribute remains constant, and so also the soul substance remains constant. So that is happening in the lowest form of life in Nigod. It is happening within me as a human. It's happening in all the 4 realms of existence, as well as in the Siddha Bhagwan also. Now, same thing happens in the matter particle also. Medium, motion, space, time, and everybody keeps on changing all the time. But they have their individuality. They don't change because of me, and I don't change because of them. So this is the independence of each and every substances. Remember, only this thing that we understand, that this is individuality of each and every substance. Nobody can interfere in their transformation. Nobody can interfere in their business. Then world is at peace. Universe is at peace. Time, infinite, this universe was there before, it's there now, it will be there in the future. It remains in peace because all the substances say, I do my own work. I don't bother with anybody else. Nobody helps me. I don't help anybody. That's so individuality and independence of each and every substance. It just simply knowing this universe, I understand that I cannot interfere in somebody's matter. Somebody cannot interfere in my matter. If only I understand that part, isn't it not going to give me peace of mind and everything? Simple thing as universe as seen by Omniscient Lord, and I'm at peace. We still have to have, I thought I'll be able to finish the whole subject today, but we are only halfway probably. So we'll have to go through it, that how much things I can learn by these simple principles, Okay. I think we are already 2-3 minutes above the time. Ask any questions if you have any questions so far, No questions? Everybody understood? My God, I must be doing something great.
Yes, sir.
It was very nice, very nice.
I'm glad. That's good. As long as we understand these basic principles, then when we talk the higher level and everything, it will just be amazing that how much our Tirthankar Bhagwan has given information to us for us to digest. Simple thing like this, and I'm at peace. I'm not interfering in anybody's life. That's all kind of things happens. Okay? Maybe we can just do the closing.
Okay.
If there's question, we can take. Otherwise we can do closing. No?
Okay.
Okay. जहाँ वाणी के ज्ञान से सूझे लोकालोक, सो वाणी मस्तक नमो सदा देत हूँ ढोक। नौ बार नमो का मंत्र, 9 टाइम नमो का मंत्र। नमो अरंताणाम नमो सिद्धाणाम नमो आर्याणाम नमो ज्ञान नमो लय सौषाणाम नमो अरंताणाम नमो सिद्धाणाम नमो आर्याणाम नमो ज्ञान नमो लय सौषाणाम नमो अरंताणाम नमो सिद्धाणाम नमो आर्याणाम नमो ज्ञान नमो लय सौषाणाम नमो अरंताणाम नमो सिद्धाणाम नमो आर्याणाम नमो ज्ञान नमो लय सौषाणाम नमो अरंताणाम नमो सिद्धाणाम नमो आर्याणाम नमो ज्ञान नमो लय सौषाणाम नमो अरंताणाम नमो सिद्धाणाम नमो आर्याणाम नमो ज्ञान नमो लय सौषाणाम नमो अरंताणाम नमो सिद्धाणाम नमो आर्याणाम नमो ज्ञान नमो लय सौषाणाम नमो अरंताणाम नमो सिद्धाणाम नमो आर्याणाम नमो ज्ञान नमो लय सौषाणाम नमो अरंताणाम नमो सिद्धाणाम नमो आर्याणाम नमो ज्ञान नमो लय सौषाणाम। जय जिनेंद्र। मिच्छामि दुक्कडम।
Jinendra Michhami Dukra.
I may have made some mistake. Please also, I don't mind anybody giving me the correction of my mistake. I'll appreciate. So please do that if that happens, okay?
Thank you. Jai
Thank
Jananda.
Thank you, Jai Jinendra.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Michhami Dukram, bye.
Miच्छामि दुक्कडम।